Hi, my name is Jason Villegas, and this is my final meal for Culinary 142. The meal I'll be cooking tonight is chicken tacos with Spanish rice and vegetables. My protein section will be grilled chicken, which is module 5. The food science behind that is chicken is a complete protein that contains all essential amino acids. The heat causes protein denaturation, which changes the structure of the proteins. As it cooks, proteins coagulate, which makes the meat firm. My next section will be the starch, which is tortillas and rice, which falls under module 2. I will be warming the tortillas and cooking the Spanish rice. And the food science behind that is tortillas are rich in carbohydrates. Rice absorbs water during cooking through starch gelatinization, which makes it soft. And heating tortillas makes them more flexible by warming the starches and the moisture inside. My vegetable section will consist of lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and bell peppers. And that falls under the module 3 category. The food science behind that is that tomatoes contain lycopene, an antioxidant that becomes more available when cooked. Lettuce is served fresh to preserve vitamin C and maintain its crisp texture. Bell peppers are high in vitamin C and maintain its crisp texture also. And I'll be making a sauce which will contain different vegetables like cilantro and stuff, which falls under the module 4. And that will be a salsa which is used for the tacos as its sauce. Here is the different ingredients I will be using. Here's the chicken bouillon and the cumin for the seasoning of the chicken, the water and the rice, bell peppers, onion, lettuce, the tortillas right here, the chicken for the protein, and the cilantro, which goes in the sauce that I'm making. Then we'll mix that. And these are all the ingredients that are used for this meal. Okay, I will be making the salsa for the tacos, which is gonna involve some seasoning, pepper and salt, some cilantro, which is the fresh herbs, which I already put in there, and tomato juice, tomato sauce, and then fresh vegetables, which is the onion in there. So cilantro is already added. I'm gonna add some salt and some pepper. And go ahead and mix it around. Add some more cilantro in there. Maybe a little bit more. And there you have it. There's our salsa that we're going to be using for the tacos. All right, so this is the starch being used. I'm going to add some oil to the pan. Here's our seasonings, our water, and our rice. You're going to add the rice to the pan. And continue stirring until it's evenly browned. And we'll let this sit for a little bit. And the rice is rich in carbohydrates. The rice absorbs the water, which we'll be adding later. It absorbs it through starch gelatinization, which makes the rice soft. So we'll let this brown, and we'll come back when we add the water and the seasonings. Now that it's browning a little bit, we'll add the water. Alright, there's the water added. Now we'll keep stirring. Then add our seasonings to the rice. Stir this round. And we'll let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and come back to it. Next, I'll be sauteing some vegetables, some onions and bell peppers. So I add a little bit of oil to the pan. And the vegetables provide rich minerals and fiber. The bell peppers are high in vitamin C and they maintain its crisp texture. So we'll add the onions. And the bell peppers. Continue to mix these around until they're sauteed to your liking. And we'll be back once these are done. This is my end finished product with the rice. Now it's all ready and browned. Here's the chicken that I'm currently grilling. The food science behind the chicken is that it's a complete protein that contains all essential amino acids. The heat causes the protein denaturation, which changes the structure of the proteins. And as it cooks, the proteins coagulate, which makes the meat firm. And so yeah, this is us grilling the chicken now. Me grilling the chicken, sorry about that. There we go. And we'll come back whenever this is fully ready. Here we are cooking the tortillas, warming them for the tacos. And the food science behind that is the tortillas are high in carbohydrates, and the tortillas makes them more flexible by warming the starches and the moisture inside. So we're gonna let these cook for a little bit. And we'll come back when these tortillas are all done. Here's me flipping the tortillas now when they're ready. There you go. All right. Okay, and here we have it. This is the finished plate. Got the rice, the chicken on the tortilla. We're gonna add some sauteed vegetables to that. Do a little more. And then the lettuce, which is another part of the vegetables. The cheese. And then, last but not least, the salsa that we made. And there you have it. All right, back to this finished product. Just to do a quick reminder, we use the chicken, which is the main source of protein, which is found in Module 5. The tortilla and the rice for the starch and the carbohydrates, which is Module 2. The lettuce, tomatoes, the onions, and the bell peppers, which is Module 3 of the fruits and vegetables. And then the cheese for the topping, which can be found in Module 4. And that is all for my meal. I hope you guys try this out at home and you and your family enjoy it as much as we did. Thank you.